Well, hello. Hey, man, it's exciting. I am so glad you all decide to join me today. Man, this is great, man. I'm telling you, these topics are really getting so good, and I'm hoping that you can be able to just see the journey where this is beginning and how we're going to get started to be some great entrepreneurs. If you are a distributor or you are a vending machine business running, hey, let's get it pumped. Let's get it started. Let's get this business going. And you all know my journey as being a vending machine, in the vending business on that side. And sometimes it's very difficult. I didn't have the YouTube and all the stuff that you're being presented, and it may have been, but I just didn't have it, didn't get it, didn't really have a understanding about the vending business. I just didn't. It wasn't out, and it could. I'm saying that it couldn't been there, but I apologize. But maybe it was there, but I just didn't go after that. And I'm just hoping now that because so much technology, a lot of more people know about YouTube. A lot of people know about social media and stuff like that. It's got popular. But when I started out, I started from zero with just an idea, looking for a part-time job of some kind of starting a business, as me working at a pizza shop delivering pizzas, and me and some guys standing around trying to be able to pick each other's mind to try to find out what can we do to get something started to make some extra money without having to work hard. So um, the ideal came is vending equipment, and so we was like excited. Yeah, man, that sounds really good. A vending, man, let's do this, man. And so we went talking about it, and I jiggled in my idea, went home, talked to my wife about it, and a lot of times the idea hasn't started yet, so it's going to be hard to pull people along on that journey because it's going to cost money to do this stuff, and we could be spending this money somewhere else than starting a business. And so I work for it is being able to save up some money, and I can break down a little bit of detail more, but I want to get this video started and get you some information, some knowledge about being in the vending business. But I'm telling you some of the things that I had to go through, and so I got more no's than ever before. Everywhere I knock, boom, 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 knock at the door. Hey, can I put this vending machine in? No. So all of a sudden, this thing got inside of me and say, hey, I'm going to take these no's, like old Les Brown says, you have to take no's as their vitamin, just eat them up, and just get them to motivate you, to get you started. And so I got plenty of them. And so, but I didn't tell you the part about how I got the stuff in there, but I got a video about this. So if you want to hear more about that story, let me know about the story. But I'm going to cut that story off and tell you the rest at the end. So if you would just pause at the end for a moment and wait to listen to the rest of the story. I'm not going to forget about the story because I want to talk about how can I start my own vending machine. Yeah, I know the story was good. It sounds good. It's interesting. But you're going to have to wait till the end of this video to get that story. So, or either you can go and watch some other videos, but I want to tell you a story. But this one I want to talk about is starting your own vending machine business. How can I get this started? How can I get this vending business started? What can I do? I have numerous of people coming and asking me, yeah, I heard you was the vending king, and I heard that you get all these vending machines. How can I get started? What can I do? And then when you roll out that money and talking about how much money, then they say, ooh, maybe I want to, you know. So the journey is starting for you. Now you have put this ideal in your head and say, uh, I want to start this business. Man, I want to start this business. Money. All I can think about me going in my workshop or where I'm at, and I'm putting money in this vending machine, and you putting that money in every day. It's something you need to take a pause and think about that, because there is money to be made. So, starting a vending machine business, guess what? Can be an exciting opportunity. It really can. It can be opportunity for those looking to enter the world of entrepreneurship. Man, it is. I mean, I'm getting ready to open up a world to you that's never been before. With the market for vending machines growing, it is growing. Now is a great time to explore how to start a vending machine business. When people are asking me, how can I get this started? Well, I have a guide, and I'm going to break that guide down to you little by little, but you're going to have to follow me, and you're going to have to subscribe to this channel to get the full things, because it's going to take several days. I can't put all this in one video. I'm so sorry, but you're going to have to follow me along. So subscribe to this button and say, hey, I need to find out about what this guy's talking about vending machine, because he's talking about breaking it down in detail. Yes, I am. And so the essential steps of this guide is going to help you launch your own vending machine venture successfully. So there is some key takeaways about this that I'm going to invite into you. So if whatever you're doing right now, like the channel, because if it's getting good, you are open your ears now. You're saying, man, what is this? What is he talking about? Man, I've been wanting to do this stuff. I've been wanting to do it. Pull up a chair, or just if you ain't got time to sit down and you're on the move, plug your earphones in, and you ain't got to watch me. Just listen to some of these details that I got to tell you. Now, you got to remember that it's going to take some time for me to get all this and break this stuff down to you. But here we go. Key takeaways. Research the vending machine market and identify popular products. So when you want to get started in doing this stuff, first of all, I didn't do this at first, but only thing about it, I found out I started making calling around, finding out where can I get a vending machine from. Should I get a brand new one? I couldn't afford no brand new. Should I get a used one? Or how it's going to look? Is it going to be raggedy? Is it going to, I don't know about all this. And that's the only thing about getting a vending machine is very important about. You have to have a reliable source of where you get your machines from. And you have to have some money. So, then you have to understand the market, which I did not know the market and how hard it was going to be, and how many times I got no and no and no. And I was like, man, it's got to be a no somewhere out here, man. Where is it? Should I give up, or should I just take it like Mr. Wonderful said, take this idea and put it in the backyard and shoot it or burn it? So, but as I have grown, I didn't put in enough work in it. Just because you got these ideas of stuff and you getting all these no's, you have to keep on going. But the main thing about it is you got to be consistent. You got to be consistent. You got to get on the phone, call somebody, ride around these locations, because there's going to take some money and there's going to take some time to get into this vending business. And the only way to be able to do this thing is you're going to have to put in the work. You got to be consistent. I have many people that work with me and clients with me and stuff. I know they're not putting in the work. I know you're not making phone calls or riding around. You're so busy with the cares of life. You put your business on hold, and you're looking for someone to just bring this location to you and make it go boom. It's not going to happen. So, man, this is some exciting stuff, man. I don't know if you like, but I like talking entrepreneurship, talking about business, identifying popular products. You have to have that in your vending machine too as well. Then you have to choose a high traffic location where it's going to be, uh, and all that. I have added this to this guide, but the main thing is that I have learned that in order for you to learn the game, I will advise you to be able to get some slow locations, because only way you're going to be able to learn, you just can't go around and be able to get fast paced location unless you know the game, because I have been in that situation where I had high traffic and I just couldn't keep up with it. I mean, one time I got one of this car dealership and they was emptying the machine within a day almost. It's like, oh my God, I can't keep up with this. I got other stuff that I'm doing. And so you have to put in that time of how you're going to be able to do it. You got to check your machine all the time, making sure that these people are getting the stuff they want. I mean, man, look, I'm going to break this down. I got so much good stuff to tell you about the vending business. Okay, and it says also, too, as we're looking for locations, you have to do some research first, as I said, about the vending market, trying to find you a machine, finding somebody reliable now. You just can't go buying machines and they use, and then that person may not know how to fix these machines, or you're going to go through a long prior drive because of that, because I've been through all that. It's going through all that. It's not having a reliable source or something. I advise you to do is to find you somebody reliable, and also a source where you can get the machines and your machines can be right. Because when you bring on a location, one thing you want to do is bring that machine on location without anybody saying, hey, I lost my money. Because once that start, man, you are in for a ride of your life. You'll see. And I'm pretty sure that if you're in this business already now, you're starting to see that you have to have a working properly machine. Check that machine, or whatever the person you know to check that machine, make sure that machine is vending correctly, all these different things. Also, before you get started, you have to create a solid business plan to outline your goals and strategy. What are you planning on doing? You have to outline some, create a solid business, and outline about some goals of what you want to do. So I'm planning on just getting a few machines, or I'm planning on getting a whole fleet of machines. What are you planning on doing? In that, you have to have that. Set up some goals. Call yourself out and say, look, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make 10 calls a day for 5 days in a row. Or I'm going to make 5 calls every week. You're going to have to set up these things to do it. Don't be randomly just getting on the phone, making calls. Write these things down. Schedule yourself for when you're going to make these calls. And the best time to catch people is probably at the early part of the day. Don't wait till way in the evening when people done got tired on their jobs in these locations. They're grumpy. They don't want to answer your phone. Best time of these times, people have all these people calling them with all these crank calls and scammers, business stuff. The best thing to do is go on that location and have your card, or if you have some cards made, get some cards made and ask them about some vending machines on your location. And I'm going to break that down a little bit detailed later down in the video. Okay, and also consider financing options to cover up your startup costs. Now, you're going to need some money for these machines. Now, the best thing that I always do, people always say start off with a brand new machine. But I have worked with some dealers that I can get refurbished machines, and they work just like brand new machines. My whole business was run off of refurbished machines that people used that already made money on it, and they kept making money, and guess what? It was easy. I made it too. I made the money with the money that they used and pulled that location. Some people, I bought their whole location, went on and bought their whole location, paid the money for it, and I got my money back for it. So there's plenty of things you have to do, but you have to have an option about how you're going to be able to come up with this money. I would advise you that if you're going to start doing it, get your used machine up. The money you cannot spend that money. You cannot spend that money. You have to save that money and get these locations going on. Don't turn into some LLC that just be a sole proprietor. You don't need all that stuff. Just be a sole proprietor and start your business off like, because you're gonna need a growing. When you start a business, you're gonna have to start growing. Don't start getting all these extra expenses that you don't need. And also, you have to stay compliance with local regulations and secure necessary permits. Some of these places you're going to need permits to get on these locations. Some people want a percentage of what that machine's worth. So you're going to have to work with people and have a drawing up type of delegation of being able to talk to these people about not being able to get some people don't worry about a commission, or they want to get paid off of that, because all they want to do is serve their employees. A lot of them don't want to take money from their employees, making money off their employees, because it's pretty much what they're doing, is making the money off their employees. So a lot of times they don't. Some places like a non-profit places, sometimes they want money for a percentage of it. I have ran into them. So these are some of the things that I have gave you some good tips. I gave you some good things on there. So take some of this. I hope you go back and watch the video back over. Write you some notes, scale yourself. I'm always talking about writing things down, scale yourself. Look, you have to get this stuff down and packed into you. And I had to learn all this stuff as I went. And I didn't have no one talking to me, telling me, hey, write this notes down. And I still write notes. I still take notes, because I have got the vending thing in my hands. I work on these vending machines. And I repair the vending machines because I've been in it for a long time. Trust me, I don't know everything. And I'm still learning a lot of different things. But guess what? I have learned the game enough to be able to profit and make money off it. I lived off doing vending service. And so in order for you to gain this, you're going to have to educate yourself, read it. Some people got a vending machine, they ain't learning nothing about the vending machine. They ain't trying to see how it's working, studying it, going back to find the history of it. You're going to have to get it, and you're going to have to find out what does that vending machine. When you walk up that vending machine, you know how to change the prices. You know how to dispense of the coats in it. You know how to go back and record what that machine is making, how it's making. Look, you got to educate yourself in these things. This is your business. Get to work, okay? Keep pushing. Keep going. Let's get to be a better entrepreneur than what you're doing now, and learn some things. You got to be consistent. That is the main thing. So take some of these tips that I have gave you. I gave you a lot of good stuff. A lot of real good stuff is about researching your vending stuff, learning your location where it's going to be high traffic or low traffic. But I'm advising you, whatever location you can get, if it's a slow location, I would advise you to go ahead and get it, so you can learn easily and learn the machine, learn the people, what people want. Because some people say, load this in the machine. Don't load this in the machine. Put this in the machine. We don't want this in the machine. Just different things. You're going to have to go, and you're going to have to learn how to delegate how to put them things in. And all that, you got to know about all that. I'm telling you, look, if I knew your attention would hold a lot, I would sit here all day and hours and give you some good videos about these things. But you're going to have to show up on the next one, okay? The next thing I'm going to talk about is understanding the vending machine business landscape. Man, I hope you don't miss this one. I hope you don't miss this one, because I'm coming back. So be aware, subscribing so you can know what's going on about the business. So I talked about how you starting a vending business. I'm going from scratch to show you everything. And I have told you a few key takeaways. This is just the introduction here. Now we're about to get into some of the things that is going to show you how to be able to be a better entrepreneur, a vending king. And I want to be able to take you to that level. And so all you have to do is take time and subscribe to my channel, so you can learn, hey, I'm going to bring this to you. Hey, this momentum time, I'm bringing this to you. And so I want you to enjoy this show. Stewart Snacks is my business. My name is Kirkland. For all you that don't know, that you just joined in, Hey, thank you for just joining in. I appreciate you liking, give me comments, tell me, hey, start this video or talk about this, how you got started. Man, I'm loving this because I ain't got nobody to talk to this stuff about. And I've liked talking to y'all about this. So come back and see me, okay? Come back and see me so we can get this stuff into you so you can be educated. Thank you. Bye-bye. You all have a good day.